Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Welcome back to YCP sessions. Today we will be dealing about. So, besides Yama and Niyama, a sadhaka who wants to, a person, a practitioner who is practicing Hatha Yoga, he should have some tattva. Tattva is nothing but characteristics or some things which he should always possess to go into the path, to have success in the path. So the sadhaka tattva are nothing but 6 factors of success for a Hatha Yogi. So the sadhaka tattva are nothing but utsaha, that is enthusiasm, and then sahasa, presence, dhairya, discrimination, and tattva vijnana, that is discrimination, nishchayat, unshakable faith, janasanga parityaga shadbir yoga prasiddhyati. So the 6 things are utsaha, sahasa, dhairya, tattva jnanascha, nishchayat, janasanga parityagat shatbir yoga prasiddhyati. So utsaha, that is the enthusiasm, sahasa is perseverance, tattva jnana, that is discrimination, finding out which is good and which is bad, unshakable faith, we should always have faith. That means if you are following a path, we should have faith on the path. That means if you have chosen some target, if you are going through the target, there might be many obstacles. Someone might pull your leg saying that the faith on that person is wrong. Then also you should keep that faith. Courage in the sense, always try to fight for the goodness, and avoidance of the avoidance of all superfluous company, that is talking with unnecessary people. So usually in the journey, many people will come and talk unnecessarily, which may not be related to your practice. That will be wastage of your time, wastage of your energy. Even talking too much is wastage of energy. So that's why, so while a practitioner is practicing, these 6 things he should always keep in his mind. That is, these are the 6 factors of success. Whereas badaka tattva are nothing but these factors, they are going to give bada. Bada means it is going to give pain. It is going to obstruct your journey to go through the Hatha Yoga path. What are those? Atyahara, overeating. Prayashasva, that is exertion, too much strain. Prajalpa, the talkativeness, that is talking too much. Then adhering to rules, that means so suppose we have a rule that today we need to attend to the yoga class by 6:30 to 7:30. So you woke up, you got ready. While coming, there was some problem with you. You fall down and you had an accident. That doesn't mean that today my star told he asked me to come at 6:30. I should go there even if blood is coming from my knee. Then also I need to go and attend the class. It is not like that. So sometimes attaching too much to rules is also not good. Janasangascha laulyam. That is being in the company of common people. Always try to be in the company of good people. That is Mahatmas. Don't try to be in the common people company. And unsteadiness, wavering mind. Wavering mind means fickle mind. Thinking that shall I have idli today? No, I will have dosa. No, puri will be there. I will have puri. So your mind will be flickering, not at one point like this. So we should not have fickle mindedness while practicing the Hatha Yoga. So these 6 points, whether it is sadhaka tattva or badaka tattva, these 2 shlokas you can by heart or remember these names. Okay, these 2 are very much important because this might be asked in your Viva to explain about sadhaka tattva and badaka tattva in Hatha Yoga. Right. Next comes, okay, now you know the Dasha Yama, you know the Dasha Niyama. How to live in the society is given by the Yama. What needs to be practiced is given in the Yama. And then what are the sadhakas, what are the badakas, which will help you to progress, which will help you to come, which is going to obstruct. That is sadhaka and badaka also, you know. Now, where to start the practice? Where to sit, where to start the practice? Then comes, in the olden days, there used to be matas. Mata is nothing but a small hut, a place, location. In general, mata, matamu, matadipati. You might have heard these words. So matha is nothing but a place, a location. How that matha should be there, where you want to practice the Hatha Yoga. The mat should be, the area should be length of a bow. That means it should be a very small room, and the length of the matam should be length of a bow. Dhanasu anta length undali. So if you imagine a bow, The length of the bow should be the area of your room. It should be a very small room. It should be safe from rocks, fire, and water, free from disturbances of all kinds. Suppose you have started yogic practice, you were doing some asana. Suddenly some mosquito comes and bites you, then you will feel something is there, and that means your practice is you are moving out of the practice. You are not able to stable. The practice is not stable. You are just coming out of the practice. It is disturbing you. Otherwise, some snakes come. If it is going to bite you, then also it disturbs the practice. And if suddenly light goes off, if some water comes, so always the mata should be safe from all these things, rocks, fire and water, free from insects, etc. It should be situated in a well administered and virtuous kingdom. So in the olden days, kings used to be there. We used to live in kingdoms. There were no states, no countries. Everyone used to be identified with the kingdoms. So always try to practice Hatha Yoga in a good kingdom where the king is very good, and when the king is ruling the people very virtuously, piously, that means he knows what is good, what is bad, who to give food, who not to give, who to punish, etc. So well administration, the administration should be very good in that kingdom. Then only if you go means even the kings and the king's servants and the administration will respect you that, okay, this person is practicing Hatha Yoga, we should not disturb him. He is situated, his matam is at at the point of the hill. Your matam is at some place, and if someone administrative person comes and sees there, he should think that, okay, he is practicing, let's not disturb him, let's not question him and waste his time and energy. And good alms can be easily attained. Since this yogic practice is not going to finish in 1 or 2 days or 1 or 2 years, it requires so many years. Sometimes lifetime also is not enough. And when you are practicing yogic practices, there are so many practices, you need so much time. You can't be able to cook food. So if you go outside and if you are expecting some bhiksha, there bhiksha should be given to you. Good alms in the sense, good amount of food. It is not like that rich food or luxurious food. Whatever a common person, that is a balanced mitahara could be taken, that type of food should be easily got by the practitioner. So good alms can be easily attained. Here you can just remember this point, length of a bow. So what is the area of the mat? That is the length of a bow. And the room should have a small door. It should not have any windows, holes or cracks. The ceiling should not be neither too high or not too low. It should be spotlessly clean, wiped with cow manure. It should not have any animals or insects. It should have an open platform with thatched roof. That is, the ceiling should have that thatched roof. Thatched roof ante gaddi. So roof should be thatched enough. Should have a well and surrounded by fence so that animals won't come inside. Overall, the matam should be very pleasant. As soon as you go and sit in your place to start meditation, it should be very pleasant. There should not be any smell also. And avoid excessive thoughts. So you have selected a good place. The room is very good. It is very pleasant, free from smell, free from animals, free from insects. But that doesn't mean that you should always keep on thinking. So avoid excessive thoughts. Thought process should be there, but it should not be too much excessive. Always follow the instructions of the Guru during the stay in your mata. So if you are staying and doing meditation individually, but once in a while you are going and checking with your Guru. So whatever the Guru is giving the instructions, you should be able to follow those instructions. So Yama finish, Niyama finish, Sadhaka Tattva finish, Badhaka Tattva finish. Then we finish the mata concept, Mitahara. So what is meant by mitahara? Mita plus ahara, mitahara. Mitamu chala koddiga. Mitamu means that is very good for your health. So mitahara is agreeable and sweet food. Agreeable and sweet food. If you imagine your stomach as a circle, divide that circle into 4 parts. If you imagine your stomach as a circle, divide into 4 parts. So the mitahara should be in such a way that the food which you are taking, this mitahara, it should fill 1/4 of the stomach, leaving 1/4 of the stomach free. That means in the 4 parts, 1/4 of the stomach should be free. 2 parts of the stomach should be filled with food, 1 part should be filled with water. So mitahara, 4 parts, 1/4 is free, that is 1/4 of the stomach is free. 2 parts will be filled with food, and another 1 part will be filled with water. And this food should be in such a way that you should initially offer to the Shiva, that is Adi Yogiji. First of all, offer that food to the Guru, that is your Guru means in yoga we are practicing for Shiva, so Adi Shiva. Then you have to take the food. Mita means moderate, ahara means food, that is moderate food we have to take. But what food I should take and which food I should avoid, what should be taken, what should not be taken. So the things which could be taken are known as patya, patyamu, apatyamu. Usually when you get these jandies in villages, they will say, did you have food? What patyam you are taking? Patyam is nothing but which could be taken so that it won't aggravate the disease. Apatya means if you take that food, apatya food, it is going to aggravate your disease. The condition is going to worsen. What is meant by patya ahara? That means what are the food or available food which can be taken. Always the yogi should take sattvic food. Sattvic food means very light food, easy to digest. Light food should be taken. That light food is what is meant by light food? That can be easily digested within 1 or 2 hours. Sometimes when we eat food, it gets digested easily. In the morning, if you have breakfast, around 9 o'clock, you go to school or you go to college. Around 11 o'clock, you will be again started feeling hungry. That means light food. If you have taken 2 idli like that, it will get digested too easily. If you have taken 2 bananas, that would also get digested easily. In contrast to that, if you have taken 4 dosa, 3 puris, 2 vadas, etc., that is heavy food because that is oily food, fried food. It contains some urad dal and all. It takes a little bit more time to digest. So always try to take sattvic food, which is easily digestible. It should be very fresh, pleasant tasting. The taste should be very good. And the food should always be taken as medicine. So, okay, ahara should be taken as a medicine, but not medicines as ahara. Nowadays, what is happening? If you are taking food without following any rules and regulations, whatever, if some food is pleased by your eyes, you are taking the food. You are not thinking whether the food is good or bad. If you are going to the market, if you suddenly see KFC, if you want to go there, you will go to KFC and have some chicken. If you see McDonald's, you will go and have some burger, etc. If some bhajis are there on the cart in the street, you will have that bhajis and all. You are not thinking whether the oil is good oil or not, whether that oil is good for your health or not. You are not thinking whether it is a fresh food or stale food, whether it has been from our locality or it is imported from some other country. If a food is coming to your place from some other country, definitely they might have added some preservatives. You have to just think about this. So suppose you are having some burger kind of thing from a franchise which is outside of India, definitely to travel from that country to reach on your plate, it might take 15 to 20 days. So that the food won't get spoiled, they are definitely going to add some emulsifiers, chemical agents, etc. So all these chemicals, they are going to again they are going to create havoc in your body. The digestion system is going to get disturbed. So many things will be happening, chemical reactions. So that's why I always take food which is locally grown. Locally grown means near your village, near your city. Don't take food which has been imported from some other regions. Don't stuff your stomach. Always when you are eating food, if you think, if this is my last gulp, if it is going to fill too much, you have to stop there. While eating food, if you think, let me have 2 other gulps, then I will feel my stomach full, means stop there itself. Don't take too much. Just remember the foods which are prohibited for the yogi. Which foods we should not take? We should not take food which are very bitter. Bitter in the sense, Karela. We should not take food which is bitter gourd. Sour foods we should not take. Pungent, a kind of taste, pungent taste. Salty foods which will overheat your body. And green vegetables other than those ordained. That means here, some of the green vegetables which are not even, పండినవి తినాలి కానీ రావి తినకూడదు అని ఇక్కడ. అండ్ దెన్ ఇట్స్ ఎ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ cereals, sour gruel, oil, sesame, mustard, alcohol, fish, flesh foods, curds, buttermilk, horse gram, fruit of jujube, oil cakes, asafoetida, and garlic. These foods should not be taken by the practitioner. You have to remember few things because they will give a multiple choice question. Which food belongs to apatya? So it will be given in this way: asafoetida, spicy oil food. Some answers will be there. You have to pick up the right answer. So these are the foods which should not be taken. Unhealthy diet should not be taken. That is food which is reheated after becoming cold. That is keeping the food in the fridge and again reheating. This kind of things won't work. Which is very dry. That means which has been kept in our house from so many days, and which is excessively salty or acidic, which has been kept from so many like pickles. If it has been stored for 2 to 3 years, that pickles taste will be changed. That means oil will be dried up. That kind of food should not be taken. And food which has been mixed with too many vegetables. So what are the characteristics of this apatya ahara? Anything highly concentrated or acidic, that is excessive salty. Greasy food should be avoided. Food which create toxins and which will affect the intestine, such as meat and fish. As we know, asafoetida and garlic, this should not be taken. Only small medicinal amounts if you are having any problem. In general, this should not be taken. Alcohol, because it destroys the brain cells. Reheated food, stale food, and mixed vegetables. So this should not be taken. So this is about patya ahara and apatya ahara.